Hi everybody, welcome to the Scott Show here at Thescottshow.com. We are live and making it happen as we do every single morning, whether it's 7 o'clock in the morning on the weekends on Saturday morning or 8 o'clock on Sunday through Friday. That's going to change again because we're going to be changing the running time, so we'll start running at 7, so then the morning show will actually be a morning show. It'll be at 6 o'clock in the morning, folks, so look forward to that later down the road. We're still in January. We're at the end of January, and it's the 29th today. Last night was the Royal Rumble, and that gets the first thumbs up. Everything about the Royal Rumble was awesome. Shinsuke Nakamura is still my favorite wrestler of all time. Not only did he eliminate John Cena, which I was very, very happy about. If you guys follow my Twitter, I was a little excited about Shinsuke eliminating John Cena. But there were a lot of other really cool spots to the show as well, including, everybody's talking about it, Ronda Rousey showing up, pointing at the WrestleMania sign and calling out one of the champions. She's going to make a big splash right away, as she did. Is she going to fight Charlotte? That's probably the money match. Alexa Bliss and Asuka would be another great match. And then you have Bayley and Sasha Banks. So you have 3 women's matches on the show. It's going to be an amazing show. That's what they should do. I would open it with Sasha and Bayley. And then have the other 2 women's matches later down the road. 4 hours is a long time to have a show, and we'll just see what happens when they get there to WrestleMania. But the Royal Rumble definitely gets a thumbs up. Thumbs up to Asuka for winning the Women's Royal Rumble. There are a few ups and downs to that. I'll let Simon Miller handle that from What Culture. But Ronda Rousey showing up at the end was cool. It's like, okay, she's here. First of all, her music was terrible. But the one thing is, you just had the Royal Rumble, you had your winner in the ring, and then it got overshadowed, so that kind of sucked. Alright, so the next thing I get to talk about is a thumbs down, and that's the Grammy Awards. So, a lot of people were, we had kind of competing tweets yesterday over the Grammys, between the Grammys and the Royal Rumble. Which one was getting more spotlight, and the Royal Rumble was obviously, especially when Ronda showed up, definitely getting more spotlight. I didn't watch the Grammys. I did follow along, because I kind of had to on the thing. Kendrick Lamar put together a performance where at one point he had kids or people falling like they were getting shot. I had heard it, and the first question I had was, this is music? What? So kind of disappointed in the fact that the Grammy Awards didn't actually have, there's no standout performance except, I guess, for Kesha. Had a standout performance yesterday. She had a song with a whole bunch of women backing her up, including Cyndi Lauper. I mean, it's amazing how many times they call on the old guard to come back and show up and save the show. So it is what it is, folks. And just one other thing I want to highlight on the Grammys. Actually, 2 more things. First of all, Jay-Z didn't win an award, and he shouldn't, because he doesn't make good music. And apparently his own kid told him to shut up or be quiet or whatever at the Grammy Awards. Personally, I think that him and Beyonce need to go to parent classes. They need to teach their kid how to act and not be bossy. And, well, it's probably not Jay-Z's kid anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And with the rest of it, Jay-Z didn't win. And the other thing is politics. Politics get brought into everything all the time. It even happened at the Royal Rumble with Lita wearing a Time's Up thing. Nobody said anything. But the Grammys had a thing with the Fire and Fury book, and Hillary Clinton was on there. Folks, I get the fact that they're trying to be funny and try to put things on there, but truthfully, Trump is not your worst enemy. It's the Congress of the United States that's worse. If we had somebody who would come up with laws that make sense, we wouldn't even need the figurehead Trump there. So, thumbs down to the Grammys for 85% of being terrible, but not giving Jay-Z an award primo. Thumbs up to the State of the Union. It is a time-honored tradition that the President of the United States, no matter who he is, comes out and gives the State of the Union address. It happens every single year. I am looking forward to it. It is tomorrow, and it will be fun. And why will it be fun? I know a lot of people are already protesting it. People are already saying they're not going to watch it. This president that we have, he is built for TV. He is controversial. He is, he's built for TV. And, because, hell, The Apprentice was the top running show for how long? So, I'm excited to watch the State of the Union, only to kind of see what happens. I do want to see what he says, because I want to see how far he can back it up. But I'm more interested in the fact of just what happens, because it'll be interesting. Thumbs down to anthem mess-ups. Apparently somebody messed up the anthem at the NHL All-Star Game. Really not... it is what it is, folks. When people mess up stuff like that, I get it. But, yeah, I still gotta give him a thumbs down. Thumbs up to Will Ferrell, why not? Will Ferrell is funny. So, I always gotta give a thumbs up to Will Ferrell. He's doing amazing things. Check him out, wherever he is. I saw a little thing on there, and I'm like, I'm just going to give him a thumbs up because he's cool. And last thumbs down today goes to Japan wanting video games at the Olympics. Video games at the Olympics. Folks, here's my thing, is I don't think you should ever get a gold medal for playing video games, and I think that would be terrible. So I'm just not into it. X-nay that idea. So here we got some holidays today. On January 29th, we have Bubble Wrap Appreciation Day. It's Curmudgeon's Day. It's Free Thinkers Day. National Carnation Day. National Corn Chip Day. National Puzzle Day. Seeing Eye Dog Day. And Thomas Paine Day. So those are wonderful days. We're enjoying this day in history, which I will be coming up very, very soon. We have that show. It's kind of a companion piece to the morning show, as I do both of them before 9 o'clock normally. Shout-outs we got today to my great and awesome friend, who's been my friend for probably longer than she'll care to admit, Tiffany from New Zealand. I want to give her a big-time shout-out. I spoke with her this morning. It was 12:35 her time, which would have been, already it would have been the 30th, because of the dateline thing. It's really weird, but she's awesome, and I want to give a special shout out to Tiffany, who's been there for me for a long, long time. Amber and Ashley, shout out to you guys. Shannon. I have two different Shannons I want to give a shout out to. One of them is one of the greatest basketball players I ever got the chance to see. He is awesome. So shout out to Shannon and Shannon, who wants to do something different with life, and more power to that. Jim, thank you for all the pictures, Jim, and you rock. John, for the purchase of the awesome pictures we have available at 102550.net. Nathan, shout out to Nathan, and to Tommy. The AP poll for basketball will be back today on the Thescottshow Sports Show. We'll be highlighting that. I will be highlighting the State of the Union address. So I will be giving my own review of it. So that'll be interesting. I can't wait to take notes for that. Sounds like homework. And movement. I want to talk about these movements for a second, because I get the fact that, all these movements are happening, the Time's Up movement, or the Me Too movement, or the whatever else movement. I get that, and I can respect that. I mean, this Larry Nassar guy needed to go away. Harvey Weinstein needed to go away. Kevin Spacey, if he did terrible things for whatever he did, he needed to go away. Now they're being so nitpicky. Things that have happened so many years ago, when they bring it to the forefront, it annoys me. At the same time, it's like, okay, you finally got the chance to speak up and say your piece. It annoys me the fact that, 30 years ago somebody made a mistake. If you think about it in hindsight, if you commit a murder, you get 20 years. 20 years is a long time. 20 years to life, depending on how it is, and blah, blah, blah. I mean, whatever. But 30 years later, after an offense that, whatever, and just because you have a celebrity name and because they want to sell a book, does not mean that they need to be completely eliminated from society. I understand that some people are terrible. Some people, it's all about media, and it's all about what people think of you. But hell, look who we have at president right now. And that's, come on, what all the things he said, and he's still the leader of the free world. So I get really confused with this whole country and with this whole society that we live in. A lot of stupid crap, a lot of people getting butt hurt, and it just kind of drives me nuts. So I do want to give a shout out to all the people that are finding their voice. Find your voice on something positive to move forward in the future. That's what I would love to see. Moving forward in the future. Because that would be better than dwelling in the past. Alright, today's state pick is New Mexico, so you guys enjoy that. Wonderful people in New Mexico. Can't wait to work with them. Tomorrow I run 3 miles, which will be fun, and we'll be highlighting a lot of that soon too. You guys have fun here on Thescottshow.com. We do it up every single morning at 8 o'clock.